It is a cold kickoff to the inaugural Alabama Bass Trail 100 presented by Phoenix Boats. Welcome to Lay Lake. Robbie Floyd, Kay Donaldson with the ABT. You're the program director. This is your show, and boy, what a show it is. The best of the best from the ABT, the Elite Series, the Bass Pro Tour, FLW, they're all here.
They're all here, and you know, I think they were a little worried about the regular Alabama Bass Trail guys. They have a lot of experience on this lake. This 7th time we've been here. A lot of new guys, 13 states represented in this tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be a tremendous field, but also a tremendous payday. We only have 100 boats out there on the water at one given time, but they're going for that big payday.
You know, Alabama 100 stands for a couple of things. 100 boats is one of them, 100% payback, but $100,000 is what we will award here today, and that's pretty exciting.
$25,000 goes to the first place. You throw in contingencies, they could win $35,000, $37,000. A lot of money's on the line, but Lay Lake, it is cold. We had a lot of heavy rain earlier this week. It's not supposed to get out of the 30s today.
You know, I think that's going to throw a lot of people a curveball, and those guys who have a lot of experience on this lake could benefit from that. So it's going to be interesting to see when they come across the stage this afternoon.
Well, typically on the Alabama Bass Trails, we say no matter the conditions, we know they're going to catch them. Well, here we've got more than just ABT anglers. We got the best in the world.
We've just started the very first Alabama Bass Trail Top 100 here on beautiful Lay Lake. Nice cold morning. Fishermen all seem to be pretty excited and ready to go. Some of the guys talk like it's been tough. Some guys think they can catch them pretty well. I know the weather for this week has been kind of up and down. It's made it really tough for these guys to have an effective practice period. So I think a lot of these guys are thinking, you know, just kind of start off with the day, kind of see what the day gives them, and we're gonna go out there and see if we can find them. Guys, I know it's early in the day. How's it going so far?
We got one in the box.
Hooked up now at the front.
Good job, Tom.
Shallow running crankbait, spotted bass. And I think something we're going to see a lot of today. The color of that crankbait has some chartreuse on it. I think that's going to be key today. Spotted bass in particular really like that chartreuse, but with the overcast we're going to have today, I think we're going to see a lot of that. This is a main river bank, and he's actually on the point. It kind of makes a point. You see the grass there next to the boat. But when we started out, he was on kind of the main river side of that. It's real rocky, kind of the edge. It's kind of the sharpest edge. And he caught one, and they said they already had one in the boat and missed one earlier. So I'm really thinking that maybe that first edge on the point may end up being key for these guys. And it wouldn't surprise me if he kind of gets to the next area, similar places where the deepest water meets that point. That could be where he ends up getting most of his bites. And if he can do that in a couple of places, he might just be able to start running the lake, kind of duplicating that. It's called a pattern. And then when you hear pattern in a pattern, that's usually when you've got the correct bait doing it in the right place. Then you call it a pattern in a pattern. It increases your chances of when you stop and fish an area, you're going to get bit.
Hey guys, here with Logan Johnson, Jeremy Christian. They got one in the boat so far. I made a long run down here trying to find these guys. But Logan, is the day going about how you expect it to go?
Yeah, kind of waiting on the sun to come up some.
Waiting on the sun and the warmer weather?
It'll warm it up a little bit. At least for us.
How's your day going so far?
It's been slow.
Slow?
Got one right now.
Got one. What kind of size?
14 inches.
Okay.
Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series, sponsored by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive Group, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Orton, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Now, one thing, Kenneth, about the ABT 100, it's not just regional guys.
Right.
It's pros involved as well. One pro, one amateur, so to speak. And one of the pros, this guy right here, he's won everything there is to win, and here he is fishing the ABT 100 event.
Well, why not add another trophy to his case?
Clint Davis, Jordan Lee, Matt Lee, Gerald Swindle. I mean, MLF, Pro Circuit, Elite Series guys. I mean, they're here. A lot of them fishing in the back of the boat, which is pretty cool to see.
Right.
But it adds a whole new dynamic to this event.
Oh, it definitely does. But it also shows the level of fishermen that we have that fish ABT on a normal basis. These guys are teamed up with them and they're fishing against them, but they also know that they better bring their A game because their competition is bringing their A game.
Absolutely.
We're here with Paul Davis and Josh Chappell. So far we've kind of been out on the main lake. Now we're kind of way back in the back of a creek. It's shallower water. Looks like these guys are really targeting this boat ramp. You see that a lot when the weather gets cool. These boat ramps, cement ramp, will actually hold heat. So sometimes these fish are looking for something that holds a little extra heat. How'd you guys do with your practice period?
Pretty tough. Been real tough. I think that's kind of the name of the game lately.
Yeah, I think the weather's changed so much this week, it's kind of hard to get to stay on. So if you found something early, it probably wouldn't work now anyway.
Right. Yeah, it's been tough. Bites are the premium, that's for sure.
We are on boat 61. Good fish. Hey, what that net man, boy, he got it going, don't you?
Yeah. The best one he can buy, I guess.
Okay. All right, so this is fish number 4 for you guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Number 4. All right. How was practice for you?
Wednesday was real good. Yesterday was better than the motel room. And today this is what we found Wednesday, so we'll probably stay here all day long.
Gotcha.
They seem to move in on a rock pile, then move out. You just got to sort of find them where they're going.
A lot of bait coming through here as well?
Bait balls come through. If you watch every now and then, we'll see them on live scope. You can drop down to them, and the bait balls are there, and you look for the fish underneath the bait balls.
So I'm seeing electronics galore up front. Are you watching a movie or anything while you're here, or just?
Not yet. One more fish. We're gonna have
one more fish, then we're watching movies. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Guys, how's your day going so far?
We got a 4 pounder and one about 2.
Got a 4 pounder and one about 2. So those are the only 2 bites you've had today?
One more bite.
Okay, and one more bite, didn't catch it. So I said practice the bites are real slow is kind of the way the day's gone, but certainly when you have a 4 pounder and a 2 pounder, that's a good way to start. And you're okay with the bite being slow if that's the case. If you're catching quality fish, you know the bites can be slow and you're okay.
We got a fish on here. A decent fish, looks like. That's it.
Nice neat job.
Number 5. What happened there, Clint?
Sorry for the...
He ain't used to these nets, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, no.
That's a good fish, Lance.
Very good one. Yeah, we got 5 pretty close to that side.
Okay. So you figure 5 for what, 11, 12 pounds?
12 pounds.
Okay.
Crap like it. We will be honest.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. The Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats. We'll be right back.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
What you got in the boat?
3. Should have had 4 more.
Should have 4 more.
Can't keep them all, right?
What?
I lost so many fish in one tree.
You gotta be kidding me.
I lost so many fish today, and it blows my mind. We didn't have the fish clean enough, or we would be in pretty good shape, but
Sounds like it.
we got a little time left.
You do. You do.
We'll make it.
Listen, my camera guy gets jumpy when you set the hook like that, so.
Here we are with William Tager and Ray Baker. Guy, how's it going so far?
Slow.
Slow?
Very slow.
You have any in the boat yet?
Not yet.
How's this compared to how your practice went?
about the same.
Okay. So you're expecting to be a slow bite.
Yes.
I see you kind of on a main river channel bank here. Is that kind of what you're trying to target, is make sure you stay closer to deep water?
Yes, sir, because of the temperature of the time of the day and the transition point, and then you got easy access to deep water.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit about the Army Bass Anglers?
Yes, Army Bass Anglers is an organization that is a bunch of veterans from all our services, and our main mission is, what you see on the boat, support the thin fish. And so it's 3 pillars we operate on. All of us are veterans or active duty from Vietnam War to current wars. And our main mission on support pieces are nonprofits that you see on the side of my boat. Returning Heroes Home, Warrior Canine Connection, and Returning Heroes Home, and Folds of Honor. So that's what we, when I ride around my rat boats, bring representation to that. That's
right.
The support piece. And then the defense piece is the guys that are active duty and the ones that have already, we're retired, which we did before. We're in combat and doing our nation's bidding. And then the fish piece is what we're doing today.
Right.
So it's about, and a group of veterans that support all our nonprofits, some way, somehow support veterans.
Guys, how's the morning been? A little slow?
Very slow. Got a few bites, lost a couple, you know. Didn't execute the bites we gotten so far, but we're gonna fix what we got and try to put them in the boat.
What's been the main bait of choice today?
Shake head, big bite bait, shake head with a big bite, 6-inch finesse line.
How was your practice this week?
It was slow, you know. Yesterday we finally started putting the puzzle together and figuring something out, and it was late in the day. I think later in the day today it'll start turning on a lot better as the day goes on.
Guys, I just saw you boat a fish. Is that the only one you got, or what else do you have in the boat?
We got 3.
3, okay. What kind of size?
About the same size as that one.
Okay.
They all come from right here.
All right.
You got pulled up like 2 minutes too late.
Wow.
All right, guys, here we are back at Beeswax Landing here on beautiful Lay Lake for the Alabama Bass Trail 100. Kenneth Grover, Chris Brown. Kenneth, it's cold. It's getting colder.
Yes, definitely. The word of the day is definitely cold or colder.
Colder
Yes.
is the one. A lot of guys that I saw going down the lake wanted sun, needed sun, didn't get sun.
Well, for once, the weatherman was right. They told us we wouldn't see any sun, and we have not seen sun all day.
What patterns were you seeing where you were?
It really kind of varied a little bit depending on where we were. We saw guys out on the main lake. We saw guys back in creeks. And depending on where they were, it dictated how they were fishing, what they were using. But by the time we got to like mid to late morning, guys were really slowing down. They knew the bite was going to be tough. One of the boats we stopped on pretty early said, "Hey, yesterday these fish were very active. You know, it was obvious when they struck our bait." He said, "Now they feel like a twig's hanging on your bait."
Sure.
So that kind of caused them to slow down what they were doing and spend more time in areas where they were.
We saw a lot of chatterbaits, a few spinner baits. I learned something today. You know, up in North Alabama, where you and I live, it's called a shaking head, thanks to the Wiggins. But down here, it's called a shaky head.
Right.
And I think somebody's going to shaky head their way to $25,000 at the weigh-in coming up right over there.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by Sweet Home Alabama, and by America's First Credit Union. Stay with us, there's more to come.
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats. Built by anglers for anglers.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
If you didn't already know, AmFirst has great rates on auto loans, and boat loans, and motorcycle loans, and really any loans, including ones for your business. With a variety of terms as low as 2%, we're kind of hard to beat.
Ronald Terry, Taylor Terry. Team Terry, come on over here. Let us find out how did it go today for you. It was cold though, wasn't it? Slow and tough. I'm looking at this. I see 5 bass in the live well. So this is the first limit I've seen all day. Let's find out what these 5 weigh. You're going to take the lead no matter what. 8:47, setting a pace. You get a limit. You're doing things that a lot of people couldn't do today. How did it go? Tough. Super tough. Let's find out what super tough is, because you're going to be our leader. Stephen Perry, Matt Tanaka, 11.5 pounds, 11.54 to be exact.
We caught them in Creek Mouse off the main channel, deep. They were schooling on shad, but it was tough. We're just happy to catch 5 fish. It's been awful all week. It's as tough as I've ever seen it.
Hey, y'all did all right. Another double digit. Can they take the lead? They're trying to beat Stephen Perry and Matt Tanaka with 11.54. You got 11.96, almost a half a pound better. How about it for Charlie Williams, Michael Smith? How about a round of applause for you golf clappers out there?
We actually caught quite a few fish, just didn't get no big ones.
How many total fish you catch today?
12, 13 maybe.
You got 5 bass. Looks like you got some good ones. Y'all had a good day today. Good job. Let's find out. They're trying to take the lead, and they're going to do it. Williams and Smith get kicked off. Collins and Hicks went 14.85, moving up that leaderboard, almost 15 pounds.
We went all the way nearly to the dam this morning and just started catching them flipping all day. Every one of them caught on a brown jig.
How many fish total did you catch today?
Probably 20.
Was current a factor in what you were doing?
Yes. Absolutely.
You got 5 bass. I love seeing that. I love even more than seeing that. John Collins and Derek Hicks had 14.85. Davis and Chappell, 5 bass for 16.37. We finally got a 16-pound bag.
We saw you in the water kind of mid-morning today, and you guys, I think, had 2 small fish. Tell us how your day went after that.
We just kind of made a move, and it was a place that I found in practice, and it really hit a little flurry is all it was. I mean, it's not like we were just running around catching them all day. We just hit a little flurry. We fish here a lot and just kind of know when to move and when not to move. It ain't nothing special. It's just being able to fish here a bunch.
Logan Johnson, Jeremy Christian. Come on over here, guys. Oh, you got your hands in your pockets. You're doing the wheezy walk. That tells me that you got some big bass. I have seen it before. And we are going to have a new leader. People thought it was going to take 18 to win. Right now, it is going to take at least 18.70 to win. Logan Johnson, Jeremy Christian, 18.70. Well, Kay, it was a cold start to the year, but boy, how about Johnson and Christian? They started off hot. 2 ABT regulars prove they have what it takes to beat the best of the best.
You know, they've done it before, but this was a really big stage. And, I mean, these guys are solid fishermen. They fish through college. They fished with us since we started. So they actually held the record for the largest bass ever caught in an Alabama Bass Trail tournament. It was 10:36 at Pickwick Lake. on a day about like today. So they're pretty good in cold weather.
I'm going to bring them in. Yeah, the cold weather doesn't seem to bother you at all, but did you think 18 pounds would win it here today, or do you think it would take more?
Well, first of all, the cold weather does bother us. I've complained about it all day. Logan has not. He's not even wearing socks. But we kind of figured that would probably be around the weight that would win, but we didn't really think it would be us. But it's been taking about that, maybe a little less here in the local tournament, so we just kind of figured that would be, a pretty good goal. And we really didn't think we had that much weight until we come in. We started taking them out of the live wells and said, man, we might have a little bit more than we thought.
As far as the Angler of the Year and winning that belt, you still have 2 more big fish lakes to go to. What are you thinking about already getting prepared for Lake Eufaula?
I was down there last year, same weekend. I fished an FLW event down there, but Eufaula is definitely going to be exciting, I hope.
All right. Again, if you're going to win that Angler of the Year, you can't be just good here. You got to be good at 2 other stops at different times of the year. We're in January, we're dead of summer, and we're finishing up in November. You've got to really be good if you're going to take this title.
Well, if you're going to fish for $100,000 on the weekend, you might as well spread it out, give them all 3 seasons, or 3 of the 4 seasons to fish. And I think these guys are going to be real contenders throughout the season.
I think you're going to be right. What a start. How about it? Lay Lake, the first ever ABT 100, and those guys proved they had what it takes to beat 99 other competitors on this water.